All right, so this video is going to be showing you how to subtract mixed numbers with like denominators. You'll have easy ones where you don't, where you can just subtract straight across. So we'll go 3 and 2/3 minus 1 and 1/3. So I can take 1 away from 3 and I can take 1 away from 2, okay? So I'm not gonna have you draw this all the time, but just know that we have 3 wholes and then we have 2/3, okay? And so what we're doing is we're subtracting 1 whole, we're taking that 1 whole away, and then we're subtracting 1/3, which we have enough here. So we can subtract that, which we're left with 2 and 1/3. And we can do that here. 3 minus 1 equals 2. 2 minus 1 equals 1, and our denominator is the same. Okay, so that one's a pretty easy one. It's nice when you have a number that you can take away from, but that's not always going to be the case. So here's another one. Here's one where we're going to have to borrow. So we have 5 and 1/6 minus 3 and 5/6. Okay, so what this is saying is I'm starting with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wholes and then 1/6. Okay, well, I can go here and I can say, okay, I can take 3 wholes away. 1, 2, 3. But then I need to take 5/6 away. Well, I only have 1/6 right here. So what I have to do is I have to borrow this whole to make more sixths. And so what that does is that I'm going to make this into, sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, that's sevenths. Let's pretend like I didn't make that one. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 more sixths. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have, and then one more. We actually have 7/6 right here. Okay. So now I can take 5/6 away from that. So that's how you would draw the picture. Now let's go over here and look. So over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow from this 5 wholes, and I'm actually going to make it 4 wholes. And so what I did was I'm going to add 6 to my 1, okay? So then I'm actually going to have 7/6. So now I can subtract 3, take away 4, gives me 1. And now I can take 5 away from 7. So 7 minus 5 is 2, and then our denominators are the same. And so that's what we could do over here too. So we made this into more pieces for us to take away. So we had 7/6 here, and what we did is we took 5/6 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm actually left with 1 and 2/6, which shows right there. Okay. The other thing that you can do, just like we did with adding mixed numbers, is you can convert them or change them into fractions. Okay, so let's do that real quick. So let's actually do that same problem we just did, and let's change them into, that's not the right one. Let me do the right one. So we have 5 and 1/6 minus 3 and 5/6. Again, this is a problem because I'm starting with 1/6 and I want to take 5/6 away. So watch how easy this can be. So we're going to change this into a fraction, improper fraction. So 6 times 5 equals 30 plus 1 equals 31/6 minus 6 times 3 is 18, plus 5 more is 23 sixths. Well, that's super easy. I can do 31 minus 23. So let's see how we can do that. So we can't take 3 away from 1, so we go over here and we borrow. So we have 11, 10, 9, 8. So we actually have 8 sixths. Okay, well, I can turn that into a mixed number. Remember, this means divided by. So how many 6's go into 8? 1, that puts me at 6. And then how many more until 8? 6, 7, 8. 2 more, which would give me 2 sixths. Okay, so there's lots of different strategies that you can use to add and subtract mixed numbers. Now, I do want to show you just one more here that can get a little confusing. So let's say I start with 5 wholes and I want to take 2 1/3 away. Well, you're just thinking, okay, I'll just do 5 minus 2, which would give me 3 1/3. But that's not what actually is happening, because what I'm doing is I'm starting with 5 wholes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I can take 2 away. 1, 2. But I have to take 1 more third away. Well, how can I get that 1/3? Well, I know that this is actually split into thirds. Okay? So if I have 1 more third here, I'm going to actually take that away, which means I'm actually left with, I'm sorry, am I left with 2? I'm gonna have to do that one again. All right, so I have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I forgot I needed 1 more for my third. That's right. No, Mrs. Opila, that's okay. You know what? Failing is a challenging thing, but we all have to do it to get better. So 5 minus 2 1/3. So I have 5 wholes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So I can take away 2 wholes. 1, 2. But then I need to take, then I still have 1/3. Okay? So I need to take, okay, so here is my 5 wholes. I'm taking 2 away, and then I'm taking 1/3 away, and then I'm left with 2/3 and 2 wholes. So 2 2/3. Okay. The other way that you can do this is you can actually change this 5 into 4 wholes, and then you have a fraction bar that's split into 3/3 minus 2 1/3. Okay, so what I did is I took my 5 bars and I actually just made them into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I borrowed this whole bar and I actually split it into thirds so that I could take this third away. Okay, so now I have 4 wholes. This is a whole, but I actually have 3/3 here. Okay, 3/3. I have all of these. So now I can take away 2 and 1/3, and I'm left with 2 wholes and 2/3. Okay? All right, thank you for hanging in there with me, and good math.